There we go. Another sea bass. Like I said, hey, you're gonna grow to hate those things. Because there are some rare fish in the ocean that we definitely want to get our hands on. The knife jaw, I think that's what it's called. There's like the knife jaw, and then there's the red snapper, both of which are very... Oh. One bite and gone. Messed me up. They're very valuable fish to get. Also, something to keep in mind, too, is this part right here that you see, that's like where the river meets the ocean. I think I don't know if it's in the OG game, but I remember in later games, that's actually an important area to fish in, because there's certain fish that only come from that area. So, something to keep in mind. So we should be able to do this. The fish comes in. Okay, we got a one bite. There's a red snapper. It was a snap. I gotta stop saying stuff like that. That's what it said in the small text. I've gotta stop saying stuff like that. How much space we got? Okay. If we can knock out a knife jaw, but you can see that the shadow looked very similar to, wow, that guy, in and out. Looks very similar in shadow to the sea bass, so that's why you unfortunately have to... Oh, there was that darter that we needed. I think based on the amount of times they bite, you can tell what it is. So, like, he bit 5 times, whereas the snapper only bit once. I don't remember if that's a thing, but I could have swore that, like, that's a thing that you have to pay attention to, is, like, how many bites it does can tell you what kind of fish it is. But it's definitely shadow size. Shadow size is very... Like, see how slender that is compared to the ones that we were doing before? Now, sometimes that could just be because of angles. So, like, in that case, it was just because he was at a 45-degree angle. That's the only reason he looks slender. But you have to be careful with that, because there's some fish that, like, from certain angles will look different than other fish. That is, way too far. Let's throw this out here. Okay, no. He bit twice and it was still a sea bass. By the way, sea basses sell for, like, pennies. They're not worth really keeping. So, I think if we can get lucky and get a knife jaw, then we'll run to Blathers, but I don't think we're going to get lucky here. That's another red snapper. Got a red snapper. It was a snap. I really have to stop saying things like that. Pockets are full. Definitely swap it, because that fish is a valuable one. Okay, let's go to Blathers and turn in the fish that we do have. That's the police. Oh, we got a fish in here. Hold on. Also, this little pond, again, the maps are randomly generated, or they're randomly picked from a set number of maps. I can't remember. These ponds also are a different spawning site. So if you're looking for frogs, tadpoles, killifish, which is a killer, then you have to make sure that you check the little pools too. So you have the rivers, the pools, and the ocean as 3 main areas. Hey, Blathers, wake up. Donate. Alright, we got a sweet fish for you. Sweet fish appear when the day grows long. Some say summer can't begin until the first one is caught. Of course, the poor deer is then eaten, hardly a fit welcome for summer's herald. I myself do not eat fish. This one will be quite safe with us here. Quite safe indeed. Who I say. Okay. Next up, we've got... We've got ourselves a pale chub. Is that a fact? Sometimes called a mountain trout, but it's not a trout. What rot? See that it gets proper care. You have my word. Alright, here's a bluegill. Bluegill, I believe. Even run-of-the-mill common fish are valuable resources, you see. All part of the grand tapestry. We will take excellent care of this fellow. Okay, and then we need to give it a bass, and then we have a small bass, and then we have a sea bass. This is one of those fish that seem to mysteriously disappear from time to time. Drives fishermen batty. Have no fear, my dear friend. Your Leavy's beauty and very good wings. Owl humor. Even Blathers makes jokes about fish. Okay, this should be the small bass. Small bass, I believe. Yep. That's what he said about the other bass. Alright, we already gave it a sweet fish. Let's give him a sea bass. And then run-of-the-mill fish. Basically, if you give him any bass, he says the same thing. Because they are one of the most common fish. Okay, time to give him some rare stuff now. Killifish. Hello, little fishy. Aren't we tiny little fellow? Adorable. Why, I believe it stuck its tongue out at me. Hoorumph. Nevertheless, we'll take care of the little blighter. Keep an eye on this mischief maker myself. Okay, and for the rarest fish of the day, the red snapper. Snaptacular, snaptastic, snap, that is, oh bother. It wasn't particularly funny anyways. Please attempt to ignore my sorry lack of humor. Despite it, I will treat this fish with much care. I think we've given him everything, but I'll just double check. Sea bass, no. Okay. So, and then of course you can always go into here and you can see all your different fish. Different fish from different areas go into different parts. So a lot of like the ocean fish will end up in this back area here. And you can always look at the plaque, it'll tell you what's on it. So, I'll tell you who it's donated by. Again, if you're playing this with someone else on the same save, then you can do that. Alright, so that's a lot of that. We need to go hit the pond up a few more times, because there should be a bunch of fish. Because if I remember correctly, summer is like the time to hit the pond. Because there's like tadpoles, there's... Okay, that tree keeps getting in my way. There's like frogs. There's crawfish. Check out those pincers. That's not even a joke. Another crawfish. I don't think most of the small fish sell very well. I'm trying to get any... Okay, so that one's smaller. That's a way big throw. I need to go like this. Why do I keep... Sorry, it's been a while since I've done the, I couldn't see. My character's big head was in the way. Could have done that from a different angle. There we go, that's another killifish, right? think there's a couple more we can get out of here. Yeah, there we go. There's a frog. Think I should kiss it? Ew. It's all warty. Another frog. That's a big one. That might be a crawfish. Yeah. I think spring... Maybe I'm confusing it with spring. I know there's one season where, like, the pond is just, like, chock full of, fish that what you want to get. Eventually I'll pull up a list and we'll have to go through it and see which ones we can get in what season, because the season matters, the weather matters. I think, pretty sure it rains in this game, because you can buy umbrellas. So, but like, there's some fish, I saw the word kiss, and then thought of fish and put them together. Kish! There's some fish in the game that you can only catch, like, while it's raining, and then there's some that I think are even, like, even more strict than that. It's like, it has to be raining at night, and yeah, it's a whole thing. We'll let it go. Okay. So let's go talk to Blathers again and give him the 2 new fish, because he doesn't have the crawfish or the frog. Yeah. Poor Blathers. He keeps trying to take a nap, but keep running in here and throwing fish in his face. It's a frog. Gree. That's my best Sonoran green toad impression. We do keep frogs and toads here. Well then, let's get our amphibious friend settled. All the damp comforts of home. Guaranteed. Okay, give him a crawfish. This diminutive fellow is relative of the lobster. Its pincers are small, but distressingly powerful. It delights in little pinchy. We'll take pains to ensure our mutual safety. Okay, so let's go... I guess we could go run over and sell what we got. Although we have a couple more spaces. Let's go see if we can get maybe another red snapper or something. And what we'll do is after we sell this batch of fish, we'll come back down and do all of the shells, or most of the shells. I don't think we can grab all of them. Again, another sea bass, unfortunately. Oh, there goes that bug we need. Eventually I'll find out a way to get that bug. Oh. What do we got? Hey, another red snapper. I'll take it. That's some big cash right there. I might be mistaken. It might be 3,000 for the red snapper and 5,000 for the knife jaw, I think is what it is. But again, if you have, you know, like 10 inventory slots, so that might have been. Actually, if you clear out your inventory and you just have your fishing rod, you got 15 spots. So if you get $3,000 fish, if you get 15 of those, you're looking at 45,000 bells, right? So you can make some bank just on red snappers. Now, of course, they're not very common, so you're gonna get more sea bass than red snappers, but still. And again, if you get the lucky knife jaw in here and there, that's another 5,000. So, again, you can make some real bank doing some fishing, which it's interesting. Since I've been playing cozy games, I've been like watching other people play cozy games, and some people just detest fishing mini games. They refuse to play fishing mini games. But for me, fishing is like one of the most fun part of a lot of life sims. Dang it. I keep hitting A, but it's like slightly too late. Okay, that's definitely a sea bass. I mean to hit it with the thing, but... And there's nothing wrong with not liking the fishing, you know. I'm not saying those people are wrong. It's just that for me personally is one of the fun parts of life sims, is getting all the fish. Or getting most of them at least. Oh, gotcha this time. Sea bass. But this game doesn't even really have a mini game. It's basically you just wait for the bobber to go under and then you push A, so probably one of the easier to do fishing. Another sea bass. Okay. We'll do 3 more catches and see what we get. If we don't get anything but sea basses, we'll just run up to Nook and sell off our fish, and then come grab all these shells and do the shell selling for today, because the shells respawn every day. You were a quick one. Another sea bass. So you wanna sell those. They're a nice way to make some pocket change, but there's certain shells that will sell for like 500, 700 kind of things. So you can make some all right money. Like again, if you do what we did, you can very easily pay off your first debt in the first day. Dang. I think the ones that do that, the really quick ones, those might be knife jaws. Because you can get the money rock, which is most of your payment. That plus the shells, like those will essentially get you very close to that debt. Of course. So if you're looking to pay off that first debt and get a bigger house on the first day, you can do that without fishing. If you get lucky and get a fishing run on day 2, which we did not, we got a bug net, which bug net's not bad. It's just bugs don't usually sell for as much. Unless they're certain bugs, like the blue butterflies and stuff, those tend to be a little pricier. There we go. I said 3 casts, and on the 3rd cast we got a red snapper. So, okay, get rid of the sea bass. All right, so what we're gonna do is, now that we're at this edge, we're gonna work our way all the way to the left side and then up to Nook, just to do another. Hopefully, we can get lucky with another red snapper. Again, our current debt is like 500,000 bells, so it's gonna take us quite some time to knock that one out. Now, once we have a bunch of fossils in the museum, it'll also be easier because you can get like 4 fossils per day. And if you have the fossils, some of those fossils sell for like 10k bells by themselves. So you can make some good money off the fossils, off the fish, off of very specific bugs. Ooh, another red snapper. Nice. Definitely swap it. Alright, sea bass. I'm not going to do the thing. Normally what I would do is I would open a spreadsheet and I would put like the location, the fish, and all of that stuff down. Just like jot all of that down so that way I have that information, how much it sells for, so I know where to like focus my efforts. But thankfully, we live in the age of technology, and I don't have to do that anymore because someone else has done it for me. So all I got to do is just run a checklist to make sure that we've caught all the summer fish we can, which I'm about 90% sure we haven't, because there's like I said, there's some fish that only come out when it rains. So, about 90% sure we're going to be missing some. Alright, up to Nook. Plus, we didn't get a whole lot of river fish. I think there's maybe a trout or two, especially near the waterfall, that can somehow, that we can get somehow. So, again, I apologize for my weird posture. My controller, you can kind of see it in the corner of the screen here. Where's it? That's as far as it goes, basically, so I have to, like, lean back so I can get to the microphone, so I can get right up next to the microphone, so that you guys can hear me a little bit better. So, but hopefully by tomorrow, I'll have my extension cord, and that will no longer be a problem. Okay, so, I did not mean to do that. I wanted to hit this button. So we should make some good cash here, because we got, this is 3,000, that's 9,000 just on the snappers. So, yeah, 14k bells. So, and you can see how that you could turn a profit on that. What's your turnip prices for today? Oh, it's Sunday. Hold on. We need to... Where are they? Sunday is when the turnip vendor shows up. So that's why he doesn't have prices, so that way you can't just buy turnips and then immediately sell it to him. But we have to find the turnip vendor. I thought... Oh, they might have already been gone, given what time it is. I think they show up until 5 o'clock, though, I thought. But... I don't know. We might have missed them. But yeah, in the morning there's a turnip vendor. You can buy turnips, and his prices change every day. Which, by the way, if you're trying to make a bunch of money very quickly, turnips in not only this game but in New Horizons as well is the way to do it. You can buy 100 turnips and then turn them around from like 10 bells to like 100 bells a pop. It's absolutely insane, some of the stuff you could do. Okay, another bluegill. I think we might have already missed the turnip vendor, unfortunately. We got a big one in the river. This is either it's a bass or it's something that we don't have yet. It's not even going for our bobber. That's interesting. There we go. That should do it. What are you? Ah, it is a bass. Large bass. It's pretty big, I guess. Okay, we have not turned one of those in. We've done a bass, we've done a small bass, but we have not done a large bass. So... that's a sweet fish. But yeah, we'll definitely do as much of the content as we can. Very curious, how would you guys feel about some, like, evening cozy streams? Because I used to not stream on the evenings because I was doing things with friends. Wow, I thought that was going to be the bite. But my evenings have kind of opened up a little bit more. It probably won't be something consistent. If it is, it's going to be like maybe one day a week we would do it. But would you guys be interested in maybe like some evening cozy streams, either Animal Crossing or something else? Hit the button again. I'm getting a little jumpy. Because I don't want to play anything that we played normally on our morning stuff, so like any playthrough that we're working on, because I don't want people to miss it. But I don't know, my evenings have kind of opened up. I used to play co-op games with my friends, but I've not really been into the games that they've been playing, so I've just kind of been doing my own thing. But I've been thinking about maybe throwing an evening stream in here or there. Just to... basically what I would do is I'd just make sure whatever day that we would be doing that I would make sure we hit our like 3 to 4 hour mark for our stream, and then come back after like dinner or something, and then do like another like 3 hour stream or something like that. I don't know. I really enjoy streaming. I really like seeing all the people come in and say hello and lurk and just hang out with me while I play all these insane games. So it's 4 o'clock. At least for me here. Whenever the bell goes, that means it's a new hour, so. Which is really nice about the real... Oh, I didn't even do the thing I said I was going to do. I was going to go grab all these shells. That's too far. Dang it. I hate when they just, like, one-tap it, dude. Then just, like, immediately I'm like, what? Alright, let's get these shells. Because these shells you can make some money on, depending on which shells you get. What do we got? What do we got to swap? Oh, we can't swap with a fish. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we gotta leave that. Hey, Ricky, how you doing? Oh, he keeps wanting, like, peaches and apples and stuff from other towns. Unfortunately, we don't. Oh, dang it. We don't have, I have another memory card I could use to create towns, so that if we wanted to create an orchard of all the different stuff, we could. Because this game, all you need is another memory card. You don't need, like, online access. Okay, so we need to make sure we don't sell this. Because that one needs to go to the museum. All of this can go, except that last one. Oh, not bad. 3,000 bells. Getting closer and closer to being a fourth of the way done with our debt. Yeah, the second debt is rough, and it just keeps getting higher and higher. But the whole point is the build up, right? Like it's meant to do that so you play more. Not so that you just blast through it in like 3 days. Now again, there are speedruns of this game, and they use the fact that you can adjust the clock, like forward or backward. Okay, I don't know why I hit A there. They use that as a way to like get things to happen. But we won't be doing that. We're just gonna have a chill time playing some good old-fashioned Animal Crossing. Oh, got a fish here. Hey, nice. That's an ideal fish for us to get out of the thing.